Alright, you read the title. I'm here in NBA 2K10 and I'm gonna be simming to 2025. 15 seasons ago, almost 16 seasons ago now, because we're only like a month away from 2026. We're gonna be starting all the way from the 2009-10 season. These are the defending champion Lakers. They're about to repeat, so we'll see if they can do that in this universe. The defending Eastern Conference champions, the Magic. The future Eastern Conference champions, the Celtics. Got the Cavs here, LeBron at a 96 and 81 overall Shaq. I'm thinking I want to come back here next year. That didn't happen. We'll see if that will happen in this universe. D-Rose going into his second season. Guys like Curry, this is his rookie season. 21 years old, 69 overall. KD is going into his third season. He's an 82. Russ 77, Harden 76. Obviously a way different league here. I have all the future stars here in one draft class, so it will work. But I will be doing things a little bit different from usual. Instead of simulating season by season, I'm gonna give y'all like maybe 5-year recaps so we can speed things up a bit. So y'all can see how it is and then let me know how you like it in the comments. But yeah, let's get right into it. Question of the day, y'all. What's your favorite season that you've watched start to finish? Your favorite NBA season that you've watched start to finish? Me, I gotta say 2019. Obviously that's when the Raptors won. But then also 2021 was just really good. I just remember really having a very fun time watching that playoffs, especially Bucks versus Nets, and then seeing Giannis go crazy in the finals. So those are my top two. But what were y'all favorite seasons to watch from start to finish? Let me know in the comments. And of course, while you're at it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. Here are where some of the rookies went, just in case y'all are interested. Cooper Flag won Rookie of the Year, by the way. And then here is second team. Shout out 2K, Giannis to the Bucks. Giannis and Cooper Flag are on the Bucks. That is quite something. But yeah, now I will see y'all in 2015. Alright, the 2015 season just came to an end, and y'all can see what's happened in these past 6 seasons. Going back to 2010, LeBron and the Cavs actually got their championship, so Shaq's goal to win a ring for the king came true, and so LeBron's been on the Cavs ever since. He didn't leave this time. They beat CP3 and the Hornets and then got back to the finals next year, but then lost to Kobe and the Lakers. Kobe and the Lakers that year also had Jalen Williams, while the Cavs also had DeMarcus Cousins. Then in 2012, the Nuggets beat the Bobcats. It was Chauncey Billups, Tayshaun Prince, and also Luka. He didn't get that many minutes, but Luka was also there, beating Carmelo, who had left the Nuggets to go to the Bobcats the offseason prior. And so that's tough for Carmelo losing to his former team. Allen Iverson was also there, and he retired after that season, so both, Carmelo and Iverson had a chance at the ring, but both of them remained ringless. Then the next year, OKC came back from 3-0 down against Miami. Don't ask me how that happened, but KD, Harden, Russ, those guys, are all the same. They beat D Wade, and Joe Johnson was on that Heat team, because obviously it's no Heat Big Three. John Wall was also there, only at like an 84 overall, getting barely any minutes. And old T-Mac was also there at like 75. And then 2014, Chris Bosh and my Raptors get it done. Siakam also there, and Triple J. They beat MVP Brandon Roy and LaMarcus Aldridge to win the chip. And then this past season, the New Jersey Nets with Devin Harris, Donovan Mitchell, and Klay Thompson. They beat CP3 again, Evan Mobley too, much higher overall this time. And Tyrese Maxey is also there on the Hornets now. 2 finals losses for CP3 and the Hornets, that's tough, but those are all the champions so far. Some teams I expect to win by the end of the sim, the Mavericks. Jokic, Pau Gasol went and joined them. Draymond Green is also here, and Chet Holmgren. I expect the Mavs to win something by the end of the sim. It'd be a shame if they don't. CP3, of course, 2 finals losses, so if he makes it again, you'd like to see him win it. And the Bucks. I feel like the Bucks are way too good. You got a 93 Giannis, you got Jimmy Butler over here, you got this 85 overall, you got Amen Thompson who's gonna lock it down defensively, you got Jalen Brunson here as well. They also had Cooper Flag, I believe, but he's gone now. But the Bucks better do something by the end of this sim. Flag's in Washington now, only an 83. Some guys are overalls increasing, some guys they aren't. Ja joined the Blazers here with Brandon Roy. These are the MVPs, as y'all can see. LeBron won 2, then Rondo won, then Brandon Roy, then Bosh, and then Kobe won 1 in 2015. That's how the NBA looks after 2015. I'll see y'all in 2020. Alright, the 2020 season has just ended, and as y'all can see, the OKC Thunder have won another championship. KD and Westbrook beating the Atlanta Hawks this time with LaMelo and Curry, who just left the Warriors. This is actually the second straight finals loss for Curry, as last year him and the Warriors lost to the Orlando Magic, Dwight Howard and James Harden, who is now on the Magic. And the year before that, OKC won again, beating the former champion Nets. And then 16 and 17, Carmelo went back to back. Carmelo and the Bobcats beat the Hornets in 7, and so a third finals loss for CP3 and Mobley. Real tough for them. But then Carmelo left the Bobcats to go to the Timberwolves, and they went and beat the Cavs in 6 to win the championship. And so Carmelo went from 0 rings, losing to his former team in the finals here, to going back to back with 2 different teams. Damian Lillard and of course finals MVP Al Jefferson Jefferson was also on that Timberwolves team. The league has changed a whole lot in these last 6 seasons, or 5 seasons I can count. Clippers have only made the playoffs one time so far this simulation, and everybody is gone. Y'all saw at the beginning of the sim, AD was here, Trae Young was here, Blake Griffin was here. Everybody is gone. Blake Griffin's on the Knicks now. This is how the Magic look. Gilbert Arenas is an NBA champion. Shout out to him. Mavs still haven't won, which is a bit of a shock. Same with the Bucks. That's how the Rockets are looking. Some guys overalls, increase a lot. Some guys don't. It is what it is. Spurs, they had Duncan and Parker for a while. Tony Parker's still there. He just won. Yeah, Tony Parker is insane. He just won 6th man off the bench. I'll show y'all 6th man of the year and all the other awards at the end of the video. But this man, Tony Parker, has just averaged 32 points off the bench, and he's 38 years old. But the Spurs haven't won in this sim, of course. The Suns, Lillard was on the Suns for a while before he went to Minnesota and won a chip. Carmelo's on Philadelphia now with Wemby. We'll see if he can bring them a ring. These are the Cavs. LeBron's won a whole bunch of MVPs, but we'll see at the end of the video. The Grizzlies are another team I want to see win by the end of the sim. Jason Tatum, Paolo, OJ Mayo, they were just in the conference finals, I believe. I believe in them. We'll see who wins these last 5 championships. Alright, the 2023 season has just ended, and LeBron James has announced his retirement. Now, in this universe, he only won 1 championship, but won 8 MVPs. That's pretty outrageous. 8 MVPs, 19 All-Stars, 19 All-NBAs. He's a DPOY as well. So where does LeBron rank for y'all in real life if this is how his career went? 8 MVPs is pretty outrageous. These are, all his numbers. Whole career with one team as well. That's worth a whole lot. Career averages of nearly 29, 8, and 6, 49, 38, 75 shooting, 46,611 points. That is certainly most all time by a large margin. What a career for LeBron. Carmelo also retires too. He went from Philadelphia to 2 seasons with the Lakers, then to Phoenix. Unfortunately, couldn't get another championship, but a 2-time NBA champion, 8-time All-Star, 6-time All-NBA. What a career for Carmelo. Way more hardware this time. His stats year by year, 24.4 and 7 rebounds, 49, 37, 79 shooting, 38,827 points. What a career for Melo. The 2025 season has just ended, and as y'all can see, the OKC Thunder won yet another championship. KD and Russ might be the best duo of all time. This time they beat Wemby and Philadelphia, Wemby and Bradley Beal. But now let's do a whole sim recap. We left off with OKC beating Atlanta. The next year, Atlanta did get their get back, beating OKC in 7. LaMelo and Curry getting their ring. And the next year, LeBron and the Cavs made it back to the finals, but OKC took them down in 5. That was ring number 5 or 4, I think, for OKC. Then in 2023, Curry and LaMelo beat them again in another rematch. So shout out OKC and Atlanta for being like, this universe's Cavs versus Warriors. Then the year after, OKC got back. They made several straight finals. They beat Miami. This time, like, D-Wade is long gone. It was still Clay, though. Clay Thompson and Siakam, I'm pretty sure, was on there. And then we just saw OKC beat Philadelphia. So the Oklahoma City Thunder won 6 NBA championships in 8 NBA finals. And they made 6 finals in a row from 2020 to 2025. KD had 2 finals MVPs. Russ had 4. So shout out to Russ. And shout out to Atlanta for getting 2 rings and making 3 finals themselves in this, very tough rings. Curry and LaMelo have quite the legacy. But 2K10 had KD and Russ being the best duo ever. The MVP since 2020, Russ. 2 for LeBron, Russ again, and then 2 for KD. Now for all the 6th man of the year since 2010, Mike Miller, Steven Jackson, Tyreek Evans, Cooper Flagg, Baron Davis, Josh Smith. He won it 2 years in a row. Then Michael Beasley, Bradley Beal, Tony Parker with that crazy 30 off the bench year. Don't know what's up there. Rajon Rondo, MVP and 6th man of the year. Shout out to him. Siakam, Hasselhoff, LaMelo, Finals MVP and 6th man of the year. And then Bradley Beal getting the second 6th man of the year award of his career this past season. Shout out to all the DPOYs. Johnny Patton, Keon Butler, Dwight Howard with 2 in a row. LeBron won 1. Karl Anthony Towns with 2 in a row. Then Al Jefferson, Josh Smith, 2 each for them. Dwight Howard with 3 more. And then 4 in the first year of the sim, Ben Wallace in 2011. And so how many of these does Dwight Howard have? 7 DPOYs. Shout out Dwight. Most improved player, don't really care about them. Shout out LaMelo, Ben Simmons, and JaVale McGee, I guess. And first team, if y'all want to see everybody that made the All-NBA team, but I guess I'll scroll through everybody. Actually, this will probably take a while. Never mind. No, we'll do first team. We'll do first team. It's gonna take a while, but we'll do first team in case y'all want to see. Y'all really want to see everything. Well, come on now. There you go. That was this whole sim, everybody on first team. And shout out the coaches of the years, I guess. A lot of times, coach of the year goes to the team with the best record. Not all the time, but a lot of the times. I scrolled way too far. I didn't see anybody get like over 70 wins or anything. I think the max I saw was maybe like 67 by OKC. All the leading scorers, Donovan Mitchell, KD, shout out OJ Mayo, Eric Gordon, chucking up a whole bunch of shots in the Clippers because they've always sucked. LeBron, Tony Parker was going crazy. I wonder what his tendencies are. If y'all are old enough, was Tony Parker a cheat code back in like my league for this game? There's no reason he should be averaging 36.5 points. Shout out to him, Kobe, LeBron, Dirk, Brandon Roy, Devin Harris, NBA champion. Rebounds, Johnny Patton, Dwight, Karl Anthony Towns, Wembanyama, Chris Bosh, and Tim Duncan. Shout out to all of them. Assists, Antonio George, D Rose, Rondo, Westbrook, 4 of them. Darren Williams, D Rose again, Rondo with 4 in a row, or is that 5? That's 5 in a row, and then Jason Kidd with 2 in a row to start the sim. Steals, shout out Hasselhoff, Curry, CP3, Tyreek Evans, Rondo. Blocks, I see Morrison, Dwight Howard, Pacquiani, maybe Pacciani, that sounds Italian, Todor Siski, and then Dwight Howard for several years, Al Jefferson, and a lot more Dwight Howard. If I counted correctly, that's 12 blocks titles for Dwight Howard, so he has quite a legacy in this sim. Guys who played the most minutes, Jalen Williams, D Rose, Cliff Perry, Tony Parker in 2020, and so he was like 40. Shout out Tony Parker. Didn't win a ring in this simulation, but you know, had quite the sim. Brandon Roy, Iguodala, D Rose again, Joe Johnson, Tony Parker again, shout out Michael Redd. But yeah, this is how 2K10 to 2025 went. Once again, if y'all prefer, you know, this style over the style I've done in like every other video of this series, let me know in the comments. But in terms of sim GOAT, I mean, LeBron's gotta be up there with the 8 MVPs. KD and Russ with 2 MVPs, 6 rings each. Shout out LaMelo and Curry for, you know, getting 2 rings and the finals MVP each. Shout out Dwight Howard for getting a ring and like a million blocks and rebound championships. Carmelo got 2 rings in, you know, a tough simulation. Shout out to him. Shout out Kobe. He ended with 5. Shaq also ended with 5 though, because he won here with LeBron. Unfortunate CP3 and the Hornets couldn't win. They lost 3 finals. The Heat couldn't win. They lost 2 finals. But I mean, obviously there's no question team of the sim is the Thunder. Disappointments probably got to be the Bucks. I don't even remember seeing the Bucks in the conference finals, and they've had a stacked roster this entire sim. Giannis is gone now, but Jimmy Butler's here. Cade is here. They could never get it done. Oh yeah, Giannis went to the Kings here, and Tatum did too. The Kings loaded up. Booker, he's been here for a while, yeah. Couldn't do anything with this big 3 though. Giannis been here for a minute now too. Same with Tatum. Blake Griffin didn't win anything. The Mavericks and Jokic, they didn't win anything, which is unfortunate. This was a tough sim though. Everybody in the West, like, I give them a pass because they had to go through OKC, and literally nobody for like the last 6 seasons of the sim got past OKC. And so the Cavs, I'm surprised they didn't win more with LeBron, but hey, I almost forgot to check out the NBA records. So in terms of single game records, nobody, you know, broke 100 points or anything. The most threes made in the game is 12. Playoff records, nothing changed. Single season records, Eric Gordon had the most threes in a season, 347 of them in 2024. Rondo had 311 steals in 2012. DJ Augustine has the best 3-point percentage in NBA history in a season, good for him. Rondo, most steals per game. And Joel Embiid had the most fouls in a season, 415 in 2018. Career records, LeBron has the most points all time, also the most field goals. Curry does have the most 3-pointers made, so he doesn't, you know, have the single game record or anything, but career record, he has it. Chris Bosh has the most free throws made, shout out to him. Dwight Howard with the most blocks, Rondo with the most steals, Tony Parker with the most minutes and turnovers. That must be why he was scoring 35 a game. He was just getting loads of minutes. Chris Paul is the most steals per game for a career. Dwight Howard with the most games played for a career. Shout out to him. Thought it would be LeBron, but it is Dwight Howard. It was one heck of a league, one heck of a sim. But that will do it for this video. So hope y'all enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. Once again, tell me y'all prefer this method of doing things or the old one. Let me know in the comments. And once again, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel as well. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Hope you did too. I'll see y'all later.